everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to have you back today for a new reading. I hope that all of you are doing amazing today and having a wonderful day. So for today's reading, I feel like we have quite an interesting topic. We will be taking a look at what is stopping you or what is blocking you into reaching your fullest potential. So I will try to pinpoint what is your blockage and what exactly is stopping you. And then we will also take a look at maybe how you can move past this, right? Or what is your fullest potential, who you can become if you move past this blockage, or what is currently stopping you. So I hope that this will bring you some clarity, guys, in regarding your path, and that it will help you to move past whatever obstacles you currently might be going through. So we have 3 piles to choose from today. We have pile number 1 with the frog and lotus with the metamorphosis. Pile number 2 with the goat and willow with overcoming obstacles. And pile number 3 with the hare and oak with new opportunities. Please feel free to choose any pile that you feel most drawn to, and then you can skip to the timestamps which are in the description box, and I will see you guys at your reading. Hello my beautiful pile number 1. If you guys chose this pile, then this is going to be your reading today about what exactly is stopping you or preventing you from reaching your fullest potential. So pile number 1, welcome to your reading today. You guys chose the frog and lotus card here with metamorphosis, as well as this clear quartz crystal. Okay, beautiful. So pile number 1, what is stopping you or preventing you from reaching your fullest potential? With your card here that you felt drawn to, I'm already kind of picking up what your blockage might be, because with the metamorphosis, I'm hearing for you when I was meditating on your energy, I was hearing you're not fully committing to changing. That's something that I kept picking up for you. It's like you're not fully committing to the change. I'm kind of seeing like you guys, what might be preventing you is you keep going back and forth between like the past version of yourself and the new version of yourself that you want to become. It's like you're, like one foot is like in your future and the other foot is like in your past, and you keep like wobbling like between those two sides. That's kind of what I'm getting from you. So it feels like you're not fully making the leap, right? With the frog, this is all about taking a leap, right? Making the jump. I feel that what's preventing you is you fully committing. It's like, and I feel I know why this is happening is because you want to keep yourself safe. It's because of safety, because your past, it's known to you. It's reliable maybe for some of you. And it feels like in order to protect yourself and keep yourself safe, it feels like you're still holding on to even a little bit of your past, which if you fully want to transition, if you fully want to, right, become the highest version of yourself, you cannot go back and forth, or you cannot linger, right, within the past, even if it's just a little bit, even if it's just 1%. But I want to tell you something good here, pile number 1. I feel that for you, you're actually like one step away from fully transitioning, or you're one step away from reaching your highest potential. I feel that those of you who chose this pile, to me, it feels like you guys with the clear quartz, it feels like you have clear intentions. You have clear goals on where you're headed or who you want to become. It's just about committing to it, like fully 100% committing, and not trying to play it safe so much, although I always say that it's important for us to think about things thoroughly, but I feel that in your case specifically, you're overthinking it in a sense of like you're holding on to the past too much. So I'm kind of getting a feeling what's preventing you from reaching your fullest potential is not fully committing to the person or your highest version of yourself that you want to become. But I do feel that you guys are very close. It feels like you're one step away, one leap away from this transition. You're getting there. I feel that maybe your journey has been maybe slow, but it's because you guys have been playing it safe. And I feel that if at times maybe you were a bit bolder with your decisions or your moves, you would have gotten to where you want to go much faster. Either way, I see you guys reaching your destination, but maybe you took like the safe way or the slower way, which, it's completely fine, right? But I'm kind of hearing like if you guys relied on trust more, you would have gotten much further. Like that's kind of what I'm getting from your pile. Let's get your cards here to see exactly what is holding you back or preventing you from reaching your fullest potential. I'm kind of getting these 2 cards for you guys. Let's see. Okay, so let's see here. What is blocking pile number 1 from their fullest potential? You have inner temple, devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. I feel that you guys maybe have been, right, blocking out this inner temple, tune into the portal of your heart. It does feel like you have been listening to your heart. I have to say, it does feel like you guys are maybe devoted. You might be like spiritually awakened, but you're not fully committing. That's the main thing I'm getting. You're not fully committing into the inner temple, into the, you know, your heart here. And you guys also have pillar of light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. Exactly. So you're rising. It does feel like you're getting there. That's the main energy I'm getting from your pile number 1. It does feel like you're getting there. It does feel like you have been maybe tuning in more into your inner temple. It does feel like you have been tuning in more into your heart and trying to listen more to your heart, your intuition, rather than letting that fear, which is what's, I feel like the fear is what's maybe, or you know, feeling scared to take that leap of faith is what's perhaps still making you cling on the past a little bit more. But I do feel that you guys are kind of getting to that point with your trust and your spirituality where you're ready to take a leap of faith. You're ready to transition. You're ready to commit to changing. And that requires us having a lot of trust and letting go of a lot of safety, right? But as soon as we make the leap, as soon as we make the jump, we realize how protected we actually were into making this jump or making this transition. And I see you guys questioning yourself why you didn't do it sooner. Why did you think that the divine wouldn't catch you if you would have jumped? That's kind of what I'm picking up from you. So I do feel soon here you are transitioning, okay? With the lotus here, I'm hearing something about as the flowers bloom. So maybe during springtime, if you're watching this right now, you will see quite a bit of changes when it comes to this, when it comes to releasing these blockages. But I'm seeing the main blockage is also coming from your heart, right? Not fully letting your heart speak to you. Because it's kind of like your heart is saying you go this direction, and then your mind is like, but wait, that's too risky and I don't know if I'm gonna make it. So let me go back to the past a little bit more, sit there for a while, and maybe we can try like in a couple of days or something like that. So it feels like you're doing that, you know, and you're taking one step forward and then one step back, and then maybe you're taking 3 steps forward and 1 step back. So either way, you're gonna get there, right? Even if you go that way, you're gonna get there. It might just take more time. So don't be frustrated if your journey seems slow, because I do feel that you guys are kind of playing it safe, although you're still moving towards that because you have your vibration is rising and you're the oracle. This is telling me you're special, okay? You guys have a special talent, a special potential. Some of you might want to put yourself out there, and that's what you feel called to do. So I feel that spirit is encouraging you to do this, and perhaps even like be more bold with your actions or more bold with the things that you're doing. Like I feel that sometimes you might take too long to make decisions. I'm hearing act without any delay. It feels like spirit has been sending you instructions, guys, because with the clear quartz, I don't feel that you guys are confused. Like I feel like maybe you know exactly what you need to do, but you question it too much, or you overthink it, or you're delaying the action too much. I feel that although you might have this energy to you, you still pursue and you still take action. You're not the type to completely like disregard something that your intuition is telling you, because I do feel to a certain extent you guys are devoted into your inner temple, but it feels like sometimes you might take too long to decide or to pursue, which is causing delays. So delays might make you frustrated, but it kind of feels to me like you're the one who's causing them in order to maybe make things more safe for yourself, which, you know, again, is completely fine if that's a way that you want to go about things, but just, you know, keep it in mind that that might make your progress slower. But if that feels better for you guys, then that's completely fine. So let's take this card here. Let's get one more. What is causing you to not fully transition? Okay, so let's see. You guys have the crate serving here. Mars energy, anger, conflict, and softening to love. I feel that sometimes you guys might be going through a lot of like conflicting energy as to which way to go, right? Like, because again, it feels like you're that, maybe some of you are in that energy of frustration And the reason why is because you're not fully committing. Like one day you're living in the past and one day you're committed to your future self. And I feel that's what's maybe causing some frustration or some anger for some of you. It's like sometimes you might see your reality and you're like, you know, why am I here? Like I can do so much better and I can reach maybe so many people, or I meant, you know, I have this like potential and it's not being seen by everybody. So for some of you, you might have a little bit of frustration regarding this, but I'm getting that is because you're not fully committing to the journey. Softening to love, again, there is something about your heart. I feel that connecting more with your heart is going to help you guys to like see the situation from a different perspective. And you also have breathe of the cosmos. My will to thy will. Micromanaging the universe. Oh, exactly. Yeah, micromanaging the universe. So this is what you have been doing, and this is what has been, I feel, stopping you from preventing or preventing you from reaching your fullest potential. Micromanaging the play of events. So this is kind of why I feel that your progress might have been slow, because you have been trying to micromanage things. You have been trying to, right, maybe you know, everybody wants to have control in their life, right? It's how we feel safe, but that is exactly what's blocking. That is exactly what's stopping you from reaching your fullest potential. Micromanaging, trying to control everything, trying to play it way too safe, right? It's that kind of energy where you're also living in the past but living in the future. And when you're in the middle, of course you're going to feel frustrated because you're neither there or neither there. You're in the middle and you're just wobbling between the two sides, trying to push forward, right? So it feels like there is like this, you know, frustration, like this energy of like you're pushing things. That is because you're trying to take on too many things with you in the future. And one thing that you should realize right now, I feel this is what's going to help you let go of this blockage, is that in order to, like, the version of yourself, the highest version of yourself, who that person is, they might not possess what you currently have, right? And that can be kind of hard to grasp and understand, because it will require you to let go of the current things that you have in your life. Because that fullest potential, that person, they act in a different way. They possess different things. They wear different things. They walk a different way, right? They do daily habits that are different from you currently. So you have to understand that in order to get there, you have to let go of some things right now, because it's much easier to climb a mountain without, you know, huge suitcases that you're dragging with you. It's much easier to go there just by yourself. So you guys have been trying to micromanage, I feel, the play out of events in order to make yourself feel more protected or safe, which again, I completely understand. But I feel that that is your blockage and that's what's preventing you. So let's go ahead and see how you can perhaps let go of this, or any advice that the universe has for you, pile number 1, regarding what's stopping you from reaching your fullest potential. Okay, so let's take this as advice, and then I want to see who you guys can become if you let go of these things. So who is pile number 1 going to become, Spirit, if they let go of what's holding them back? So let's see let's see some advice actually for you on how to let go of these blockages and what you guys need to do. 2 of Cups. I'm hearing that you guys are aligned. You just need to make the choice, because with the 2 of Cups, I'm seeing this is like you and your fullest potential sitting together, right? It feels like you're there. You guys are so close. Like you're one step away from this transition. I feel that what you need to do is just decide, is what I'm getting. 8 of Pentacles. Commit to the work that you want to do. For some of you, this is about your career. I feel that you need to commit to the type of work that you guys want to do. That's what I heard with that card. Yes, the Lovers. Look at this. It's your destiny. This is perfect because you have the 2 of Cups and you have the Lovers. I do feel that you guys are in alignment when it comes to the pursuit of your career. But you need to fully commit to it. Like some of you might be doing your dream career on the side. It's that type of energy where maybe like you're doing it on the side and your full-time job is not letting you fully commit to this. And if you were to commit to it, I feel that it would reach the potential that you want to do. Now, I'm not saying, of course, to flat out quit your job, right, to do something else. You need to make that decision for yourself, but it does feel like you cannot keep both things. For a while you can, right? But when you start seeing progress, when you start seeing results, when you start to feel like life is pulling you in this direction, you kind of have to take a step back and see what is the right thing for you to do moving forward. So it feels like you guys are in alignment with your career in some type of way, but what you need to do is fully commit to the work that you actually want to do. So not what seems shiny, not what seems like it would might be the best decision at the moment. Maybe it will fix your moment in the present, but think about long term, think about the future, what seems the best for your future. Because I do feel that you guys have found perhaps your destiny, or you have discovered your life purpose here. Because as I said, with the clear chords, it feels like your intentions are clear. It's just about you committing to them. And let's see who you guys can become. The World card. Wow, I see a new beginning, because the World card represents an ending of a chapter. So I see a new beginning here happening. Oh, Page of Wands. Maybe some of you are ready to move somewhere. I feel that you guys can become a completely new and different person. And I want to say that if this is kind of giving me like a glimpse of the first stages of this fullest potential of yours, it's going to happen when you guys move somewhere. That's what I'm getting from these two cards. Because you have the World and the Page of Wands, and we see this person is ready to go somewhere. They're ready to go on some kind of journey. And as you notice, they're bringing very little things with them. They're not bringing much with them. So I feel that when you guys are going to move somewhere across the world, or you're ready to leave something behind in order to pursue something new, that is when you will be able to reach this fullest potential of yours. And I feel that who you can become is the exact image that you have in your mind right now, because I feel that you know who you want to become. You are already aware of this person and how they act and what they wear, but it feels like you just need to decide to make this change. And it's going to happen when you guys move somewhere, or when you transition maybe between homes or jobs, whatever it is. It does feel like when you put an end to a chapter of your life and you decide to pursue a new beginning, and is when you're fully going to transition. That's the commitment that some of you need to make, is fully moving somewhere. And be mindful, because I feel that bringing less is more in your case. Like, don't bring so much baggage with you from your past, in that kind of sense is what I mean. Like, when you transition to this new beginning, like really you're gonna have to grasp that you need to let go of certain things in your life right now that just don't resonate with your fullest potential. And in order to become your fullest potential, you will have to let go of these certain things. Let's see if the universe has some advice for you. Pile number 1, what can you do in order to reach your fullest potential? What's preventing you? You have happiness. I'm aware that being happy means that I'm on the right path. So yeah, this is like a really good indicator to see if you're on the right path, you know? If going somewhere is going to make you happy, then it's the right thing for you. Why wouldn't it be? Why would life want to put you through misery, right? Sometimes we can get caught up in that, like, oh, I have to do this because of that, and I have to do this because of that, and society wants me to do it. But it's actually very simple. Life is really great when you do what makes you happy. And how do you know what's going to make you happy? I'm pretty sure that's very personal and that you are aware of it, but sometimes we don't take action towards that because we are scared, right? So I do feel if you guys are happy, it means that you're moving in the right direction. If the thought of something makes you happy, it's the right choice for you, right? And you have love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. So there is something that you need to commit. I feel that you need to commit to more of your heart is what I'm picking up, more of what your heart is saying rather than what your mind is speaking to you. Because sometimes the mind can portray a lot of fear onto us. And again, the heart is that soft and gentle voice, is the intuition that is guiding us through life. And I feel that you guys know what makes you happy. Like, just ask yourself right now, what makes me happy? You already know the answer. I'm sure, like, I don't think that there's a person in the world that doesn't know what will make them happy. You certainly do know what makes you happy, but sometimes you might question how you're gonna get that thing, how you're gonna achieve the thing that makes you happy. You know, you have to understand that the world is very abundant. The world is very giving. The world doesn't have limits. It's a very abundant place to be. But as growing up and, you know, living in today's society, it places limiting beliefs on us, saying that you maybe have to work so hard to achieve things, or you have to struggle so much in order to make something, right? But I don't believe that the world works like that. And it all comes from the place that you believe from, right? So I feel focusing more on love and starting to see the world as a more of an abundant place will really help you guys to also transition. To trust that if you follow your happiness, if you follow your truth, you will get there. I feel that's something that you need to hear. Like, you need to commit fully to pursuing this journey. Any last advice from my lovely pile number 1, spirit guides and angels, about how they can let go of their current blockages? So on the bottom of the deck, you guys have a guidance system. I heard something about divine timing like this. It's pointing towards happiness. And I was just talking about how happiness is your biggest compass, how your heart, your intuition is your biggest compass in life. It's given to you from birth, but it gets blocked out by the limiting beliefs that are thrown on you when you grow up, especially when you're a child. So your happiness is your biggest indicator, is your guidance system, your happiness. I feel this card really speaks to you, pile number 1, because if you guys want to be guided towards the right path, focus on what will make you happy. Don't focus on what society says to do. Don't focus on maybe what your parents say to do or what your friends are doing. Because at the end of the day, when we all grow old, we're not going to care about that thing. We're just going to care about, did we live a happy life? Were we happy in life? And it's really easy to be happy in life. But you need to understand that happiness comes from you. It's in your heart, the happiness. It's your compass. What's your message? Exactly, get focused to attract what you want. Okay, so we have here some clear instructions for you to attract what you want. First, I get clear on what it is that I desire. I feel that you guys have that part down. So get clear on what you desire. I envision it for a minute or more every day, feeling how it will feel to have this life. What would I do, how I'd react, and who I'd tell. I picture it all. Through my continual alignment with my desires, they begin to flow into my physical reality in divine timing. And I mentioned there is something about divine timing with you guys here. It does feel like it's approaching, but some advice is to get focused. Some of you might want to be in front of a camera, right? You might want to be in the spotlight. As we saw here, you are an oracle. That can be a really great indication that some of you do want to be in front of a camera. I do see that coming for you guys. And I feel you're very actually close to getting this. You're very close to making this transition, especially with divine timing. It does feel like it's the time now. But some advice is to keep up the imagery in your mind. Keep like visualizing it, portraying the image of this person that you want to become, and analyze how they react. Analyze what they wear, or how they communicate with people, or what is their morning routine like, right? And start acting as that person. So I feel that what you guys need to do in order to move past these blockages and fully reach your potential is to commit to your fullest potential. And you guys are very close between the threshold, like crossing the threshold, because I'm getting like you're in between. You just need to take the leap. You just need to make that transition. You need to move to this place. You finally need to commit to that job. It does feel like it's just the last step that will get you through to your highest self. So beautiful reading, pile number 1, and I hope that this resonated with you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye. Hello, my beautiful pile number 2. If you guys chose this pile, then this is going to be your reading today about what exactly is stopping you or preventing you from reaching your fullest potential. So pile number 2, welcome to your reading today. You guys chose the Goat and Willow card with overcoming obstacles, as well as you have this crystal right here, the white crystal. So interesting energy. You guys chose the Goat with overcoming obstacles. Clearly there currently might be some kind of obstacle, right, or blockage on your path when it comes to reaching your fullest potential. But what I'm hearing here for you is that your determination can overcome anything. And also what I heard for you guys is that sometimes obstacles are just redirections in the right direction. So there might be an easier way or a different way of how you're going to reach the same destination. Just because an obstacle has arisen on your path, I'm hearing pile number 2, it does not mean that it's the end game. It does not mean that you guys should give up and go back. It does not mean that this is not meant for you. If you truly feel deep down that something is meant for you, it will happen. It will manifest. And if you're coming across an obstacle in that sense, an obstacle that is very hard to overcome, there might be a different way that this is going to happen for you guys. There might be a better way of how this is going to happen is what I'm hearing for you. But I keep getting, don't give up, stay determined, stay motivated, because the goat, I feel that they represent kind of this like very determined, almost stubborn energy to me. So I'm hearing keep being stubborn when it comes to this. An obstacle doesn't mean that you should give up, because you have overcoming obstacle. So it's telling me that you guys will overcome whatever is currently on your path. Let's get some cards to see more and see exactly what is blocking you from reaching your fullest potential. So I'm going to begin with some oracle cards for you, pile number 2. And let's see, spirit guides and angels, can you please let us know what is preventing pile number 2 from reaching their fullest potential? What exactly is preventing pile number 2 from reaching their fullest potential? Let's see your cards. So you have soul family, call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. Wow, I like this message. Yeah, some of you might be a very stubborn person, okay? Because I was picking up that energy. And some of you might be trying to go at something alone, okay? You might be like, I don't care, I'm going to do this alone. I can do this alone. But sometimes asking for help is not such a bad thing. And for some of you, you might feel like, I don't know who to ask for help, right? It feels like I'm alone in this. And Spirit is trying to remind you guys that you can always, ask for help from other people. Maybe it's your friends, maybe it's your family members, maybe it's a mentor. I feel the main energy that I'm getting for you is that some of you might currently need a mentor, a teacher, or a guide who can help you with this obstacle that you're currently on. So the best way you can find a person like this is first ask yourself, who has overcome the exact problem I'm going through, right? And that person can help you guys out into finding the answer as to what you might be currently experiencing. You have the crumbling. What are you clinging on to? Interesting. There's something that you guys are not letting go that's also preventing you from reaching your fullest potential. I'm getting that also for some of you might be holding on to people that might be preventing you. For some of you, this is going to manifest as people in your life, because you have here calling your tribe. So maybe for some of you, you don't resonate with the current people that are in your life, and they maybe keep dragging down your energy, because it feels like you guys want to move forward, but maybe the people in your life are like maybe more closed-minded, or their perspective is not so expanded. Maybe they don't understand you, they don't understand your goals, and they keep demotivating you in some kind of way. So maybe for some of you, this is about the people in your life that you're holding on to. For some of you, it could be a mindset. I'm seeing stubborn energy coming from you. I'm going to be honest, pile number 2. And some of you might be clinging on to your old ways of thinking. Maybe you're clinging on to some certain habits that are preventing you from moving forward, because it does feel like you're kind of being stubborn in some sort of way. Maybe you're being stubborn in the sense of not asking for help, not looking for help, thinking that you can do this on your own. But asking for help is not a bad thing. Getting a teacher, taking a course, right? That's what asking for help can mean. Like getting a course or getting an online teacher, a mentor, maybe somebody, communicating with somebody who has achieved the success that you desire in order to help you. And believe me, there are people out there who, if you reach out to them, they will help you. They will want to, work with you and guide you through the process. So there is something about also finding your soul family, I feel, in your pile. If you guys want to reach your fullest potential, I feel for some of you, you might resonate with the fact that you will be surrounded by a whole new community of people, because what it looks like to me right now is some of you haven't maybe found your soul family. Some of you maybe, and again, this is a general reading, so just take the messages that resonate with you. But I feel for some of you in this pile, you do feel like that maybe your family, maybe your friends, your environment right now just doesn't resonate with you. They just maybe make you feel demotivated again. Maybe they keep making you feel dream small because they might be small-minded. So I do feel for some of you, this will require letting go of some people in your life, because there's something that you're clinging here. And, you know, with the crumbling, this is giving me like tower energy. So the tower is all about letting things fall apart so that you can start from zero, so that you can rebuild this in the right way. Let's get some more oracle cards to see what else here. What exactly is preventing pile number 2 from reaching their fullest potential? Spirit, can you please let us know? Okay, you have the inner earth. You'll survive this. New solutions and beginnings. Wow, this is so it's so connected, because you have overcoming obstacles and you will survive this. As I mentioned, pile number 2, if you guys have come across an obstacle right now in your path, this does not mean go back. This does not mean red alert, you need to give up, right? I'm not getting that energy from your pile. I feel here there needs to be more persistence. You need to persist in this. You need to keep pushing past this, because you will survive this obstacle, and there is going to be a solution and a new beginning. With the tower, there might be an energy, because with the crumbling here, I'm getting like tower energy. There might be a need for you to start from zero, or like a new beginning. You know, it doesn't completely have to be like disregard what you've done till now, but it could be like an opportunity for you to start fresh. Maybe it's with your connections, right? With I was giving the example that some of you don't resonate with the people in your life. Maybe it's time to start fresh with your connections. Maybe they're the ones who are presenting this obstacle to you. For some of you, it can be, I know, for some people, you know, because your friends and the people who you surround yourself with is who you are. I really don't feel like there is a way of going around it. It does, our environment really reflects on who we are as people. And I feel for some of you might be your friends that you need to write. And again, if you resonate with this, which I'm sure that you will, if you know that this message is for you, if you feel like you need to let go of some people in your life who are preventing you from reaching your fullest potential, you know, maybe for some of you it's just disregarding their opinions or disregarding their beliefs, I feel that's going to help you guys. And you have the Hyrith, I hope that's how I pronounce this. Longing for home, homesick for the stars. Yeah, I feel like you guys haven't, like, you have this thing of like, you feel like you don't belong in your current environment. And I feel that your current environment is exactly what's blocking you. I feel that we finally found the exact thing that's preventing you and stopping you from reaching your fullest potential is your current environment. I feel that your current environment is your obstacle. Your current environment is what's blocking you from reaching your fullest potential. And in order to move past this, you do kind of have to start from zero, right? Start from zero, maybe regarding leaving the living situation. Start from zero regarding the friendship situation. There is that type of energy where if you do this, it will basically allow your mind to really expand and maybe even think about solutions and come up with solutions. Because maybe some of you, you might think of a solution and you ask a person for their opinion and they're like, oh, that's stupid, you don't need to do that. Like, that doesn't make sense. I just heard for you, pile number 2, be careful of who you ask advice for. Because if you're trying to get advice about the goal that you want to achieve, I would rather go to a person who has achieved that goal rather than a person who is maybe just close to me and they don't know anything that field. Because then how would they know the answer, right? That's why I feel there is like this message coming in for you to seek advice from people who have the knowledge, to seek advice from mentors and teachers, because they have achieved what you're looking for. They've been through the same obstacle that you have and they know the answer. How is somebody who hasn't gone through the same obstacle as you know the answer to this? So there's a reminder for you guys that you don't have to do this alone. You don't have to struggle like this alone. You can ask for help and there will be people who will help you, believe me, when you reach out. And if some of you might be like saying like, oh, well, there's nobody who I can talk to or who can help me. With the internet nowadays, we can connect to so many people, right? And again, be careful with who you connect with. I'm not just saying to connect with just anybody. But I'm sure that there's some people who, you know, if you reach out to them, maybe through Instagram, right, maybe through social media, they will reply and they will be open to give you some advice that can help you out. So pile number 2, I'm getting find your soul tribe. Find the people who are like-minded. I feel that's going to help you. Okay, let's get some more advice for your current situation. Pile number 2, Spirit, is there any advice you want to tell to pile 2? And also I want to check on who you guys can become if you follow through with the advice and if you move past this obstacle. So let's see your advice here. You guys have the World. Yeah, this is beginning of a new chapter. This is about new beginning, which you had right here. I feel that your solution for some of you will be maybe moving from home. It could be moving away from your current job. It could be moving away from your environment and your friends. But I am kind of seeing that this might require you to step away from what you currently have when it comes to maybe your home or your friends, your circle of people. The Magician. Okay, advice. And the Emperor. Okay, I just heard create a plan. I'm hearing, okay, here's some advice I'm getting from the universe. Number 1, I'm hearing cut out anything that's limiting you or anything that makes you feel limited. And I feel for most of you, this might be people. So with the Magician, this is saying to me, you guys have the potential to manifest whatever it is that you desire in your life. And that's why you will survive this, because you're not on the wrong path when it comes to pursuit, or I feel that your goals and your manifestations, they're not wrong for you. They resonate with you. So you can achieve these things. Just because you might be going through an obstacle right now doesn't mean that this is not meant for you. It just means that you need to change some things about your environment in order to be able to manifest these things. And the Emperor, I heard create a plan. And I feel this is a great time for you guys to do this right now. I'm hearing that if you start right now for you, pile number 2, in a year, you can completely change your life. If you create a plan and you commit to these changes, to this plan, in a year, you can fully transform your life. But in order to do this, you have to kind of accept some kind of defeat. And this is not scary. I don't want to scare anybody. But this defeat is just accepting that maybe some things are not meant to go along with you. Maybe some things, like your friends, maybe your current friends, they're just not meant to go along with you anymore. Maybe you're meant for more. I feel that there's this energy to you, pile number 2, where you don't resonate with who you are currently with. And in order to transcend, you will need to let some things go here. Again, I'm getting like, be more structured, be more disciplined, like create a plan and stick to the plan, follow through with the plan, and you will be able to change your life. Let's see who you guys can become. Knight of Cups. I'm seeing that you can become somebody who is happy with life. You can become somebody who is pursuing their passion when it comes to life. You can become somebody who has this like very go-lucky energy to you, and people envy to be that person because they seem like they're having so much fun with life and their life seems to be going great. So you have the potential to also pursue your passion. Don't let anybody tell you that you cannot pursue your passion. With the Knight of Cups, I'm seeing that you guys are somebody who is able to pursue their passion and is able to manifest their dream life. And well, Nine of Swords in reverse. I don't usually take reversals, but I feel in your case it really resonates. You can be somebody who doesn't constantly worry, or you can be somebody who's not anxious with life. That's what I'm getting. Who's not worried about life, who doesn't have problems with sleeping, who's constantly overthinking, worrying, maybe depression. For some of you, you might be dealing with depression. You might be dealing with low self-esteem. You can become somebody who is confident, who doesn't have these certain things. But in order to be that person, you will have to say goodbye to something and commit to a plan. Commit to structure, commit to maybe waking up early and not going to parties and not hanging out with people who don't do you good. It feels like it will require some kind of commitment from you guys. But at the end of the day, we see the results are very positive. I feel that with soul family, this mostly has to do with people, with your environment that you're currently with. It just doesn't resonate with the person who is your fullest potential. Let's see, for my lovely pile number 2 universe, is there any other advice you would like to give them regarding today's topic? You have acceptance. I'm learning to accept the things that I cannot change. So I feel this is what I kind of covered with accepting the defeat in some kind of way. And again, maybe sometimes like hearing defeat can just kind of bring us this energy, but I would encourage you to see it in a positive way. Sometimes what's preventing us from creating the changes is not accepting the defeat. And it's okay. It doesn't need to last forever. It just lasts for a moment. It's like, okay, this is not working. I'm kind of like seeing my environment right now and I feel like it's not okay. I feel like I need to change this. And that is the first step towards change, is accepting. Accepting that something around you is not working. And this does not mean changing your goal, right? This does not mean changing your end manifestation or your end destination. It means what you're currently doing, or maybe your environment is not working for you anymore. And there needs to be some kind of change. So you need to accept that you need to let go of something. And this is not something that's going to make you cry, right? This is something that you deeply don't know, because with the Tower, because I do feel there is Tower energy with this card, deep down you know that something needs to go, but you're not doing it because of safety. So this is not something that's going to make you feel sad, or it's going to make you feel like crying, right? This is something that will actually bring really great relief once you let go of it, because you will instantly realize it has been what's preventing you from moving forward all this time. Let's see your last card, pile number 2. You guys have balance. I see justice coming in your life, okay? I see more balance and justice. I surround myself with people I love and enjoy my time with them, but I also take time to nurture my relationships with myself. I have found a healthy balance between being with friends and having self-care time. Yeah, I was speaking of very heavy energy for you, pile number 2, since the beginning. There's something about your relationships that needs to change. Something about your friendships, maybe the relationship that you have with your family. Something here, maybe there needs to be stronger barriers. Maybe there needs to be some letting go of, some cleansing when it comes to this area of your life. But I feel that the main thing that's currently preventing you from going forward towards your highest potential is the relationships in your life. Some of you might be letting your relationships dictate your future too much. Some of you need to place stronger boundaries. Some of you need to call in your soul tribe. Or some of you need to, again, completely let go of the current relationships that you have in your life in order to find more balance and time for yourself and your goals that you would like to commit to. But that's what I have for your reading today, pile number 2. I hope that this resonated with you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye. Hello, my beautiful pile number 3. If you guys chose this pile, then this is going to be your reading today about what exactly is stopping you or preventing you from reaching your fullest potential. So pile number 3, welcome to your reading for today. As your card, you guys chose the Hare and Oak card with new opportunities, as well as this very beautiful moonstone. Okay, pile number 3. And you also have the card number 3, which I didn't notice before actually, so that's interesting. So what I'm picking up for you right away from this card, pile number 3, is that some of you might feel like there is a lack of opportunities right now in your life. But actually, while I was meditating on your energy, I specifically heard that there is an abundance of opportunities around you. But some of you might be disregarding them, is something that I'm hearing. Some of you might not be noticing them. You might not be paying attention to them. So although some of you might be feeling like what's preventing you from reaching your fullest potential is the lack of opportunities, I feel that there is actually an abundance of opportunities around you right now, even at this moment. That's an interesting energy. And I also heard that once you guys are able to realize this, things will pick up speed and things will actually start to progress much faster. But let's get some oracle cards to see what exactly is preventing you. So let's see. For my lovely pile number 3, spirit guides and angels, can you please tell us what exactly is preventing them and stopping them from reaching their fullest potential? So on the bottom of the deck, you guys have the initiation with rite of passage, crossing the threshold. It does feel like, again, there's an opportunity that is maybe currently present in your life or is going to present that will help you to make the passage between your current self and your highest potential. Again, some of you might be currently having this opportunity, but you might not be noticing them because some of you might feel like you're lacking too many things at the moment. So that might be something. Let's see your cards. You guys have Irma. Where are you being called to journey to? So this is something that you should ask yourself. Where are you being called to journey to? Maybe this is location wise. Maybe this is right, action wise. Maybe this is pursuit wise. And are you ignoring this, right? Are you disregarding this calling, right? Are you disregarding the inspired actions that come with this calling is something that I'm hearing for you, pile number 3. And you guys also have unbound, releasing soul patterns, contract, and past lives. So there is something that you guys need to release. You need to release some old habits is mainly what I'm hearing. Soul patterns, this to me is saying the way that your past self or your current self might be acting, the habits that they have, the beliefs that they have, your current perceptions about the world and about how your life is. It does feel like there needs to be some releasing of that and unbounding yourself from your current self. I feel that some of you might be holding on to too tightly to your current maybe mindset or your current self, and that is exactly what's holding you back. So some of you, you're feeling called to go somewhere, but you're not unbounding yourself to go that way, because you might again I feel what's preventing you is that you guys feel called to go in a certain direction. Again, with the initiation here, there is some kind of initiation in your life. There is some kind of like, oh, I want to move to this country, or maybe I want to pursue this kind of career or this kind of path. But it feels like you're bounding yourself to your current self and to your current circumstances. And this is what's not allowing you to make the threshold, because you still keep living in your current. Okay, I do feel that the opportunities that you might feel like you're lacking, pile number 3, are actually all around you, but you might be disregarding them because you feel like it's not what you need. That, you know, sometimes we can be like that, like, and this is called taking inspired action. When we want to go somewhere, so we have this calling, we have this inner calling that we feel called to journey to, and then we suddenly think of like, oh, maybe I should look at pictures of this country online, right? And when you do that, maybe some websites pop up that lead to some kind of opportunity that makes something happen or evoke some kind of inspiration within you. But some of you might be disregarding that feeling of like, why would I even look when I can't go there, right? So I'm kind of getting that type of energy for some of you, where it feels like the opportunities to reach your fullest potential are around you, but you might be disregarding them because you're so tied to your current perception and to your current way of thinking. So there needs to be some releasing, some work to do when it comes to releasing your current soul patterns and contracts, your current habits and your current way of living. Let's see what else, pile number 3, what is preventing you from reaching your fullest potential? What's preventing pile number 3 from reaching their fullest potential? You guys have forge, don't follow. Pave a new path, be the leader you wish you had. Yeah, so this is saying, guys, you're gonna need to really push through towards your imagination. You're gonna really need to pave the way for a new path for yourself and be the leader. For some of you, the reason why you're having a hard time with trusting or realizing the opportunities is because of your background. Maybe it's because of your upbringing and the way that you were raised, because here it's saying be the leader you wish you had. It feels like maybe some of you, while you were growing up, you didn't have a leader, you didn't have somebody to follow, somebody to lead you up to have maybe a positive perspective of the world, or have like this positive outlook on things. Maybe you were always disregarded, right? That's where it all comes from our childhood. Maybe as a child, when you tried to take action, you were always disregarded. And for some of you, that is why you might be having this situation right now where you're disregarding the inspired action that is coming to you. But the good thing is that you can always change that when you decide to forge and don't follow. And there's a message of don't follow what is currently around you. Don't follow what maybe the people around you are telling you, because it feels like that might be what's preventing you here. I'm getting like there needs to be some changes when it comes to your mindset, because your current mindset might be preventing you guys from realizing the opportunities that are currently around you. Because life is very abundant, and life is Like, you know, life always has two sides. In every single moment, in every single second, it has something positive and something negative. It's your choice what you choose to focus on. And I feel some of you might need to kind of practice focusing on the positive more at any situation given. And you also have star brothers. Taurus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, trust. I'm hearing that you guys are safe. You're protected when it comes to pursuing things that feel new, things that feel like might be a stretch. Maybe some of you, again, that's why I'm getting like this energy of you. I keep hearing you're disregarding the opportunities. Because maybe to you, they don't feel like opportunities, you know, and that is all coming from your mindset and the way that you perceive things. That's why our mindset is, I feel, our biggest currency. Our perception is our biggest currency, because opportunities are everywhere. Opportunities are in everything. It's up to your mindset and up to your mind whether it can recognize them or not. I feel it really goes with the example that I gave. Is like sometimes the opportunity that you're looking for is literally going on Google and Googling images of the country that you want to move to, right? Because you don't know what information or what source can pop up, or sometimes even mentioning it to somebody can lead to some kind of opportunities. That is called inspired action. Inspired action is oftentimes very small, and is very like, to you it might feel very like, this is not an opportunity, this is not going to lead me to anything. But that's how inspired action feels, because it's so subtle, it's so small. You don't even need to move an inch to make inspired action. Inspired action is just going to this random cafe that you feel called to, texting this person that you feel called to text, or Googling this thing that you feel called to Google. Inspired action is never something huge, and it doesn't require a lot of you. And maybe that's why some of you are failing to notice the opportunity, because it seems so small. But you don't know, and I think I mentioned, or I talked about this previously in one of my readings, but you don't know, like, if you read a book today, it might seem very small to you right now, but you don't know if that can change your life completely 5 years from now, when that exact knowledge is needed, but nobody has it except for you. So that's why I feel that some of you, in order to reach your highest potential, you need to unbound yourself to your current mindset of lack of opportunities, because there are opportunities around you, but because of your perception, some of you might be failing to notice your opportunities. Okay, so let's get some advice for you now, pile number 3. I feel that we have what is stopping you pretty figured out here. Let's see some advice from the universe on how you can move past this. How can my beautiful pile number 3 move past their obstacles, spirit guides, and angels? Please let us know. And I want to also see who you can become if you follow this guidance. Who can pile number 3 become if they follow through? First, you guys have the High Priestess. So this is all about, I want to say inspired action, honestly, because the High Priestess is following your intuition, following that inner calling, right? Where are you being called to journey to? Spirit is saying follow through with your intuition, follow through with your imagination, follow with where you're being called to go. Follow with your heart is what I'm getting for you guys. And follow the inspired action as well. You also have the Hangman. So with the Hangman, this is telling me that there needs to be a time where you guys reflect so that you can come to a different perspective. The Hangman is all about a pause and a period of of maybe stillness, but that leads to new resolutions. That leads to basically new perceptions, to a bigger image of the world. And this is what you guys need to do right now. Is I feel that you need to tune in more into your inner self and perhaps take a pause, take a step back, you know, because the Hangman, this person put themselves in this situation. As you see here, they have the key, which is telling me that they can put themselves out of this stagnation at any time they come with the solution as to what they're looking for. I like to see this as a person who can't think of a solution because they're so distracted. So they're like, okay, fine, I'm just gonna put myself on this tree and I will sit here until my perception and my perspective changes. And I feel that's something that maybe you will benefit from, is like going more within and sitting more in the energy of stillness, avoiding distractions, which will help you guys to maybe notice the opportunities, right? Maybe some of you are not noticing the opportunities because you are distracted, because there's so many things going on. And you have the Six of Cups. I just heard for you that some of the answers are in your childhood, pile number 3. So maybe that's something that you should look into. Maybe you need a moment of stillness to connect more with your inner child, because it does feel like all of these blockages maybe are coming up from your childhood. As I mentioned for you, specifically, I think it said that some of you might have been really disregarded as a child, or people didn't pay much attention to you, or they kept like shutting you away, right? So it does feel like for some of you, this is all coming from your childhood, and you do kind of have to take this time to sit and connect with your inner self and your childhood self, so that you know what is exactly preventing you. Because I feel that this will lead to some resolutions when it comes to the opportunities that you're not noticing. And you guys, okay, who you can become, 9 of Pentacles, and you have the 2 of Pentacles. I feel that maybe your opportunities, your lack of opportunities might be connected to wealth and to abundance. Some of you feel like there is lack of opportunities when it comes to maybe making money. And I feel that who you can become is somebody who is very wealthy, somebody who has an unlimited source of money. We see here the unlimited with how is this called? It's at like the tip of my tongue, but I cannot think of it. The infinity sign. Sorry, yeah. So we see the infinity sign with the pentacles. This is saying to me that you guys can become somebody who is infinitely abundant, somebody who is very wealthy, very financially stable, who can travel to the most luxurious destinations in the world, who can, I don't know, fly in business class, or buy expensive clothes, or enjoy the finer things in life. 9 of Pentacles can oftentimes talk about luxury and materialistic wealth, but you know, luxury, I feel, is very personal. For some of you, luxury is just living in a very nice home somewhere far away in the forest, and that can be your, if that's your luxury, then that is a luxury that you can achieve in your life. So these cards are telling me that your highest potential is somebody who is very wealthy, who can enjoy luxury, who can have a luxurious and wealthy lifestyle. But what's preventing you right now from reaching that highest potential is your mindset. That's the biggest thing I'm seeing, is your mindset, because your mindset is not letting you recognize the opportunities that are around you at this moment. Okay, pile number 3, let's get some message cards here. Actually, I want to get from this deck first. So let's see anything else, universe, that you would like to tell to my lovely pile number 3 when it comes to what's preventing them from reaching their fullest potential. Yeah, okay, you have trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. So there is something about your intuition, your inner voice that I mentioned. Where are you being called to journey to? This is all coming from your inner voice, no? So some of you might be having a lack of trust, which is what's preventing you. Again, some of you might not be listening to your inner voice. So this is something that the universe is advising you to do, to have more trust, to accept your inner voice, to hear your voice and where it wants to guide you, where it wants to go, where you're being called to journey to. Some of you are already know where you need to go. So having more trust that you can become this person, and that you do have the opportunities to become this person, will help you guys. I feel that some of you also might be preventing you from making this leap, is that you're focusing on how you're gonna go from number 1 to number 100. And you're not realizing the step 2, the step 3, the step 4, the step 5. And those are those small opportunities that I kept mentioning. Again, it feels like some of you are not noticing the opportunities because they might seem very small to you, right? They don't seem like, I'm going to do this and then the next week I'm going to become ultimately wealthy. And I feel maybe that's your mindset. That's what you need to work on, is you need to start noticing the second step and the third step and the fourth step and the fifth step. And it's going to take some time and it's going to take some effort, but you guys will get there. Okay, let's get your final message to end your reading for today, my lovely pile number 3. Let's see if there's anything else that the universe would like to tell you regarding today's topic. You have up and out. To heal the parts of me that feel hurt, I must feel very emotional. It has to come up to come out. I don't try to push my feelings away. I sit with them and feel them as I release them. Yeah, wow, this is very powerful because I feel this is exactly what I was saying. With some of you have some things that you need to figure within. Some of you, again, maybe it's coming from your childhood. There is some situations that are currently making you feel like this. Because, I mean, it all comes from our childhood because we come to this world as an empty cup and then we get filled with right opinions and rules and society. So it's how the world is projected on us when we're a child, is how we basically grow up. And we always have the ability to change this. We always have the ability to empty that cup and refill it with something else. So this is what is saying, like, up and out, right? Letting your emotions come to the surface so that you are aware of them and you notice them, and then letting them go and refilling them with something that is more resonating with this higher potential of yourself, right? So that's what I have for your reading today, pile number 3. I hope that this resonated for you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye.